Welcome, Cyclone Fanatics. Proud to be here today at Wilson Toyota. This is my good friend Tron Smith. He's the guy, the 5 for 5 guy. Is that what you call it?
That's try for 5.
Try for 5. Yeah.
Try for 5.
And that's what you guys probably know him as. The Are you ready? Is that your trademark?
Something like that, Chris.
Yeah. I can't mimic it. I can't mimic anything this guy does. Look at him.
Well, I'm just glad to be here. Wilson Toyota, to be a part of Cyclone Fanatics and all these things that we're doing great here. Chris, what do you think of this spectacular vehicle that we have behind us here?
Look at this bad boy. This is the Cyclone Truck. You guys do this every single year.
Every single year we build this truck, and it's just awesome. As some of you guys see me out and about, I'm always driving it. If it's moving, I'm in it.
You told me some crazy stories about driving this bad boy around in Iowa City too, right?
Chris, look at me. I have no fear. I did. I had a good time. We took it down to Iowa City. Let's just say they don't take too kindly to cyclone trucks.
No.
In Hawkeye Town.
But you made a deal with me that this year, Friday night before the clones roll into Kinnick, we're going for a cruise downtown Iowa City.
Yeah. Do you trust me?
Yes.
And
I'm going to take that camera that's filming us right now, and I'm going to be filming it, and we're going to post it on the website.
Well, this is going to be great. Hopefully this is the beginning of something big, Chris.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate the opportunity to be part of Cyclone Fanatics. A lot of you guys, we go out and I see you mingling and all those things after basketball games, and a lot of you guys know me from football season. Before football games, we're right in front of the Jacobson building. Hopefully this year we'll get Chris to come out and be a part of that. What do you think?
That's a very strong possibility. I'm looking forward to it because everybody's pumped up about football. And Tron, before we get on to the women's basketball team, I know you wanted this truck is for sale, right? So anybody can come and buy this thing.
Anybody right now can currently come and buy this vehicle. It is for sale. I tell you, right now Toyota's running awesome incentives, 0% financing. On top of that, they're giving you $1,000 off this truck. So you get 0% for 60 months. And $1,000, and this is the one and only Cyclone truck. You'll never see another one like this one. They're always different.
They're never in the world.
Never in the world.
Exclusive.
This is the one and only. So if you buy this one, and you are the guy.
Yeah, come on in and talk to Tron, and he'll be sure to hook you up. Now, I know you wanted to hit on the women's basketball team, and the men's season we just won't talk about because we're going to talk about happy things today. But you are like so many Iowa State fans who you're not only passionate about the men, the women as well. What a year.
Chris, what can we say? We all came in, our expectations, they were high. They weren't as high as what we got. Women went out there, they played great all season. Think about it. What are you, Poppins? Who would have thought?
Oh, I know.
We knew she was good. We knew Prince was good. We knew these girls were good, but wow.
A rebuilding year, you end up in the Sweet 16.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that any year. Poppins, you mentioned her too, and I wrote this like a week ago. She reminds me, like the way she rebounds, of like Dennis Rodman.
Thank you. We were thinking the same thing.
Really, we have not had this conversation before either.
No kick in the press though.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Right?
No, for sure, for sure. But that's the way it's her mentality. You can tell.
That's a good thing. We're going to need that with Stuckey leaving. That's going to be a big change, not having that. And I think Poppins will bring that to the team.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have that great shooting from Bolte, and I'm just looking forward to next season. I know we're just finishing this one, and they've done great things for us, but I'm excited about next year. But I think we should take the time to say thank you.
Oh, for sure. Great point guard play, great coaching. And then you had, obviously, the young girls working really hard to improve their game. It was all around a phenomenal year. It was a lot of fun to cover that team. Just got to find a point guard for next year, and that team, Sweet 16, should be an expectation. Wouldn't you say?
Well, what are the chances of us, drawing UConn?
I know. Well, and if Allison Lacey doesn't get pneumonia, do they win the Big 12 tournament? And do they get that 4 seed in UConn's bracket? Probably not.
It turned out to be well. To be honest with you, I expect them to really compete with UConn. I know everybody's looking at me; they're laughing right now. But
I am.
I did. Only because I am that Cyclone fan.
Mm-hmm. You're that guy.
I am that guy.
You're that guy where when we roll into Austin next year, you're the guy saying,
"Yeah,
this is a win."
Why not?
Exactly. Just like the old commercials. We are Iowa State.
There you go.
Right.
We are State.
There you go.
Right.
So Tron, you just heard him right here. He's picking a win in Austin next year. And we're going to be previewing the football games with Tron throughout the 2010 season. spring football has started. I'm actually, we're sprinkling as much interviews as we can from spring football. It's not like the McCarney days where they just let you stand there and practice. We have Twitter and all those things. They're a little bit worried about information being leaked. But spring football provides an opportunity to talk football, which is always a good thing.
Especially after our basketball season.
It's bad.
But football's coming, and I tell you, I was a guy last year. A lot of you guys remember us from shooting our internal videos. Hopefully, we'll do that with you this year, Chris. I was a guy. I am a big Paul Rhoads fan, buddy. I got the opportunity to talk to a lot of the guys last year on the team. One thing that's different about coaches, this is coming from a guy of my size, so I've played sports. When the team buys into the coach, they can do anything. I call Coach Rhoads Rudy.
Rudy.
You got it. That guy, his heart is as big as an elephant.
And because we had a big thread the other day because they went to the Capitol and Coach Rhoads got choked up and I think he cried. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, that heart is, and it spreads beyond the football field. It's just his passion for this university.
It's who he is.
Yeah.
And I think with a coach like that, I think the sky's the limit.
I do too. And I think that when I've written a lot about this, I think wide receiver play with Darks and Johnson, keeping them healthy. I haven't given up on those two. I mean, I know they had a terrible season last year, but I think that their injuries actually hindered those guys a lot more than what we were led to believe.
And another thing, you got to keep in mind, Arnaud's playing in the same system for the second year in a row, and Cyclone fans, think of this. This is a guy that's played for a lot of different coaches. He's seen a lot of different schemes, and from a quarterback standpoint, I mean, that's got to be huge. To change their game plan. We're going to see Austin in the same set this year. We're going to have our receivers. I think it's going to be great. But I'll tell you this, and I'm trying to be calm because usually in our videos I'm pretty wild.
Well, you're going to have plenty of opportunities to just go nuts.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it alone, Chris.
All right.
And you guys remember, I said it here. Alexander Robinson, number 1 back in the Big 12 this year.
Number 1 back in the Big 12. I'll buy that if he stays healthy. But they got to find, if they find that number 2 guy to give him some time off, which I think that they will. I think that the Chantrell Johnson's special.
Will he
From
play?
what I've heard. Hey, listen, I talked to Coach Pope at our recruiting party, and that guy, I mean, he just got giddy.
Yeah.
Like, you ask him about Chantrell Johnson, and it's like a little kid going to the candy store, if I could use such a ridiculous cliche. I mean, Coach Pope, and this guy's seen some running backs, okay?
Have you seen this kid?
I've seen his highlight video.
I saw his highlight videos. What did you think? I'm going to tell you, what was the first back that came to your mind when you saw this kid?
Barry Sanders?
First thing came to my mind was Reggie Bush.
Kind
of the same scheme.
Yeah.
The kid's going to be good.
Well, and what impressed me about his highlight package is if it's the same one that we saw the same one, it's all from one game.
Yes.
It's not like he's just sprinkling plays in from all these different games over a course of 2 years. It's all from one game, that blew the roof off of my head because you don't see that very often with these highlight tapes.
I think we'll be good. I mean, I think we'll be fine. It's going to be an exciting season. I know I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Just bring on August right now.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Tron, thanks for joining me today.
Chris, thank you.
Look forward to doing plenty of these in the future. Stop on in. The Cyclone Truck is for sale. We would love for a Cyclone fanatic to come in and buy this bad boy. And we can get you a Cyclone fanatic decal. We can get you all sorts of good stuff. We would love for that. Maybe if you just need a new car, these guys will hook you up. Just come ask for Tron, all right?
When you get here, tell them Chris sent you.
Tell them that Chris Williams sent you. Thanks, Tron.
Hey, thanks, Chris.
See you later, Fanatics. Got plenty more coming up for the rest of the day.